Welcome, Bobcats, to episode 3 of Newsflash 120. I'm your host, as always, Keegan Wolf. And this week's news cycle has been one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. And also, please forgive us. We didn't have a chance to film last week because I was still recovering from my Thanksgiving hangover, all that turkey and yams. Yep, they had to digest. But we are back now, baby, and we are better than ever. First thing in the news cycle this week is President Trump's calls to move the Israeli embassy to Jerusalem. And this is a huge deal because Jerusalem is contested territory. The Israelis, the Palestinians, the Hamas organization, they all claim Jerusalem as their capital because it's home to a lot of their holy sites. By Donald Trump signaling that he wants to move the Jerusalem embassy there, like he wants to create an Israeli Jerusalem embassy there, he's basically acknowledging that that area is Israel's capital, which is huge because it really makes a lot of those other regional actors really upset. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. Additionally, in the news cycle this week, the U.S. Supreme Court handed the White House a huge legislative victory by ruling that Donald Trump's travel ban on majority Muslim countries was in fact legal. This is massive, as that it has faced continual harassment and oppression in lower courts. But now, according to the Supreme Court, it can go into full effect. Another huge issue to keep an eye on in this news cycle for the following week. And finally, on a new note in international news, the United Nations Ocean Chief deemed that one of the biggest environmental crises facing our time today is that of waste. Right now, our oceans are filling with plastic. And she explained that this is going to be a huge crisis that we need to look at in some way, shape, or form of solving in the future. And we need to do that because it threatens our safety as well as marine life safety. Plastic is becoming a huge problem. So guys, maybe when you're out drinking water, you can try and use like one of the recyclable bottles or maybe just go to a water fountain rather than carry around one of those little dinky plastic ones. I mean, they don't even look that good anyway. You don't go for the drinking fountain, for Pete's sakes. And then additionally in the news cycle this week, and this is a cool one, we all love rainbows, right? You know, it's when it's warm, you got the rain, it's just so beautiful. Yeah, in Taiwan, they had a record rainbow that lasted for 9 hours. 9 hours. It's a 9-hour rainbow. Oh my goodness, it was so amazing. So, with that being said, guys, that's the end of my report for this news cycle week. And have a fantastic week of December. Thank you. Have a good day.